I mean, it makes sense that she would be pissed off at him. I know breaking up was the last thing on her mind, so she was probably blindsided and angry.
Well, yeah, all of the above, I think.
You know, when someone throws a curveball at you like that, it's natural to want to strike out at the person responsible. But that would be Nicholas, not Elizabeth. Are you sure that's what she said?
Well, I'm sure that's exactly what she said. I don't know. Maybe Rebecca felt threatened by Elizabeth. Maybe Elizabeth was threatened by her. It's a natural human tendency to diminish a rival. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's what she thought Elizabeth was doing.
I don't know what you're all about right now. This is not the time or the place. Come on, baby. I'm asking you to leave.
I wouldn't dream of it, Elizabeth. Not without telling the boys what their mommy did tonight.
I want to hear.
See? Cameron wants to hear. And I can't think of one reason why I shouldn't tell him what I saw at Windermere tonight.
Ethan, I know you're trying to look after Rebecca, but you haven't known Elizabeth long enough to read her. So what you perceive as jealousy or being threatened is just this overprotective thing she has for Nicholas because of Emily's death.
Oh, come on, spare me another chapter and verse about the whole sordid Four Musketeers saga, okay? That's not what this thing between Elizabeth and Rebecca is about.
Then what is it about? What are you trying to say?
Look, I honestly don't know, okay? But something's going on. I just don't know what it is.
Well, isn't this warm a shriveled old heart? Semi-civil conversation between my male progenies. Does anybody join in, or is it private?
No, it's fine. I just actually need to get going, so.
Wait, now hang on a second, okay? As long as we're all here, there's something I want to put on the table.
Easy dodge.
Okay, Luke won't admit it, but he's worried about you.
No, he's admitted it. He just won't tell me why.
Okay, ordinarily it's my policy not to stick my nose in other people's business.
It's a very good policy. You should live by it.
But Luke's problems are starting to become my problems. Okay? You're moping around here like someone died, and it's bad for business. If you notice, we're not open tonight, and the outlook doesn't look good. So why don't you get whatever it is off your chest?
You're not going to tell me, are you?
I should think by now, Mr. Lovett, you know me well enough to know that I speak for myself. I don't need you midwifing my words.
Your words? What words? I haven't heard any words. That's my point.
Well, I already know your concern. Is there anything new?
Yeah, well, you know, I have tried to talk to you about this several times. You are less than receptive.
Well, let's see. You're afraid that I'm setting myself up for a fall, right? That my third marriage to Elizabeth is going to crash and burn just like the other two? Well, I'm aware, Dad, that one of the definitions of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. But you know what? I'm a little insane. I am your son, after all. But listen, there's no need to worry, okay? Third time's a charm, right?
Took your sweet time.
I wanted to make sure my boys were sound asleep.
I was beginning to think you climbed out of a window or something.
How dare you come into my house and threaten my children?
Did you miss it, Elizabeth? I was threatening you.
Through my kids.
Oh, seriously? You're gonna climb on your high horse?
What's between you and me is one thing. Leave my boys out of this.
Oh, are you worried that their tender little psyches might be hurt to find out that their mother's a betraying tramp? Maybe you should have thought about that before you started banging Lucky's brother. You make me sick, Elizabeth. Almost as much as that selfish pig, Nicholas. At least he has the excuse of his gender. Most men aren't generally known to turn down an easy peace. But what kind of a woman keeps marrying the same man over and over, only to cheat on him again and again?
I am a horrible person. But Cameron and Jake do not deserve to be dragged through this. So I'm asking you for their sake. Keep your mouth shut.
Wouldn't Lucky be surprised to find out how easily you use your own kids to save your own sorry self? But all of a sudden, you're so worried about Cam and Jake and how their lives could be upended? I'm willing to bet that you weren't thinking about them when you were jumping Nicholas's bones.
Are you morally outraged? Because that would be a joke. Rebecca Shaw, liar, con artist, someone who certainly wasn't above using her dead sister's memory to swindle all the people Emily loved. What the hell are you doing here anyway in the middle of all of our lives?
It's not going to change anything. But I'm curious. If my sainted sister were alive, would you have betrayed her the way you did Lucky?
None of this would have ever happened.
Now who's the liar, Elizabeth? You and Nicholas are faithless, sex-obsessed pigs. You cheated on Lucky with Jason. Nicholas cheated on Emily with Courtney. You both would have scratched your itch sooner or later because that's how you roll. But Lucky deserves better. He deserves the truth.
Fine. Tell him.
I never thought I'd see you like this, Dad. Afraid to speak to your own son? Has there ever been anything that you were too scared to tell me?
Ethan, can you give us a couple of minutes?
Gladly.
Let's have it. Come on.
I know you're going to think I'm butting in, but I'm just dredging up the past. Elizabeth and the kids, but I'm not. It has nothing to do with that. It's not about the past. This is about what's happening right now. And I wish I didn't have to do it. I'd like nothing more than to just let the chips fall where they may. And I would. If this was about some obscure future problem. But cowboy, you're standing in the middle of the train tracks, and there is a runaway freight train headed right for you. So I have no choice but...
You son of a bitch!
You need to understand something. If you think I'm going to meekly sit around and wait for you to drop a bomb on my life, you're delusional. Go ahead, you do whatever it is you need to do. Tell Lucky I'm a slut. Ruin his relationship with his brother.
Wow,
destroy
you
our
are
children's
unbelievable.
lives.
You're actually trying to make this my fault? Oh, you've got nerves of steel, Elizabeth. I will give you that. But drop in on the real world. So you chose to sleep with the brother of the man that you're engaged to. Anything that you suffer as a consequence is squarely on you. So you can forget trying to guilt me into keeping your dirty little secret. Lucky's gonna know what a betraying bitch you are before the night's done.
That's enough. No, that's not enough. Come on, you gonna trash Rebecca? Be man enough to answer for it.
I'm not gonna have this fight with you right
Oh, too bad. You're in the middle of it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Come on, let's get out of here. I don't know what he's been drinking tonight.
No, hang on, not so fast. I think Nicholas has something he'd like to say. Right? I hear confession is good for the soul.